Hey guys, so here's a concept that I've wanted to talk about for a long time. I made videos on the friend zone and the whole nice guy concept quite some time ago, but I think it's something that needs to be talked about in a lot more detail. If you've been on Reddit for even 5 minutes, you know that the whole nice guy thing is actually a gigantic meme that is not based in psychology at all. And I want to lay out all the facts about the nice guy, the friend zone, and even the difficulty that men have in the dating world that most people just don't acknowledge or understand because they're too busy making a joke out of it. Simply put, the Reddit nice guys and real nice guys are not the same thing, but they constantly get lumped together through the Reddit meme, which is damaging. Real nice guys are guys who are genuinely nice people who get frustrated as a result of being constantly shut down and rejected. I know what you're thinking. They're being shut down, sure, but it's not because they're too nice. It's for other reasons, and they're just playing the victim, right? Well, that may be true for some situations, but if you're gonna watch this and tell me that there isn't a huge percentage of girls who will friendzone a guy simply because he, and I quote, is so nice that I think of him as a brother, then you're delusional. Those guys are friendzoned because of being too nice, and I was literally one of those people. As for the Reddit nice guys, these nice guys are the ones that the meme is based on. Guys who do believe that being nice equals vagina and will immediately turn to insulting the girl just because she said she wasn't interested. Now, in the interest of fairness, these guys are also poor guys who used to be genuinely nice, but grew up to become hateful and bitter due to constant rejection, and seeing girls choose an asshole guy over them. However, while this may be true, it still doesn't exclude their behavior or insults. The point of this is simple, and this is where my problem lands. There is two types of nice guys, but the Reddit meme just lumps any guy who dares to mention the friend zone as the second type of nice guy, while this is, more often than not the case. And to make matters worse, this Reddit meme only makes real, genuinely nice guys feel horrible about themselves and makes many of them believe that they simply shouldn't be nice, so they stop. Truth is, this meme does more damage than good. Let's move on to the friend zone. Is it real? Well, many people who choose Reddit memes over facts will tell you that the friend zone is not real, and is just an excuse lonely guys make. However, facts will tell you that the friend zone is real. Many girls, especially younger, will go for the cocky, tough asshole who will treat her like shit and ignore the nice brotherly guy. Why? This is a psychological fact based on evolutionary psychology. The cocky asshole guy is seen as tough. He's seen as a protector, while the nice guy is seen as weak, vulnerable, and passive. Female psychology has been shown multiple times to be attracted to a guy who is tough because that's what girls often want, a man who will stand up for her. Now, this mostly relates to teens and young women. Why? Because it is not until most girls reach adulthood that they realize the nice guy is the one who will actually protect her. Here's the reasons why. For one thing, she notices that the tough guy is often a jerk, abusive, or a cheater, while the nice guy is the one who truly understands a person's needs and how to nurture another human being. This happens when the female brain fully develops. This is also where the term nice guys finish last comes from, and thus is a fact. This fact is further pushed when we look at the modern dating world more than ever. Because of things like feminism, man-hating, men being constantly pushed down no matter what they do, seen as nothing more than walking wallets, etc., many men have given up on the dating world. But a large part of this is many men are fed up with trying to be nice and respectful, only to be friend-zoned. So what do? They turn into the exact same jerk that they saw you dating in hopes to get a date themselves. Either that or they just gave up. And then girls will often start asking, where are all the nice guys out there? The truth is, nice people do exist. You just push them away, ignored them, or turn them into jerks due to constant rejection. Simply put, remember that guy you called your best friend in the whole world and he's like a brother to you back in high school? The same guy you went to for advice after you broke up with the jerk? The guy you called too clingy? Well, he changed. He gave up due to constant rejection, loneliness, and the fact that he wasn't noticed. He changed himself, his attitude, his overall way of life. He starts to not care about your feelings anymore, and then you ask where all the nice guys went. I wonder. Let's not forget other aspects of evolutionary psychology and how this proves just how difficult the dating world is for men. Despite what SJWs believe, a male brain and female brain does exist. Naturally speaking, in the dating world, men are chasers, women are choosers. This means that a man is valued based on his ability to chase a girl and get her. Men have the pressure of approaching a girl, chasing a girl, making excellent conversation, paying for drinks, impressing her, paying for the date, gifts. Despite the fact that due to a spike in male unemployment, men are going broke in the modern world, which only adds to the reason why men are giving up on the dating world, whereas females are valued based on their ability to choose the correct mate to either date or sleep with. And females have no pressure or expectations the way guys do either. We all know this to be true. But to put it simply, this is why women call the shots when it comes to the final decision regarding sex, dating, and overall relationships. Men do not choose, men chase. Men ask women out, etc. And it's the woman's job to decide if he gets a date or gets sex. This concept, however, doesn't mean at all that women are incapable of asking out men or something silly like that. In fact, most men would love if a woman asked them out. It would, for once, take the pressure off of us men. And although feminists are always hypocrites, this should be something they want: equal responsibility. Now, don't get me wrong, I know feminism is all based on hypocrisy and how feminists don't really want equality unless it benefits them. For instance, they would definitely hate equality if it meant having to pay for dates. But the point is, true equality in the dating world would mean that women would also have to do things like approach men, make conversation, buy drinks, etc. However, it's very rare that these situations actually happen, even for normal women. And on a small tangent, men's difficulties aren't just exclusive to the dating world. They extend to all aspects of relationships. For example, society dictating happy wife, happy life, convincing men that their happiness is entirely based on how happy he makes his wife, rather than her making him happy. Or how about how society dictates he must buy a ring equivalent to 3 months' pay. Or telling men that a wedding is all for the woman's desires and his mean nothing. Or how about in the event of a divorce, the woman gets leniency just because she's a woman and will often get custody of the kids even if she was the abuser, while the man is left paying alimony and child support. The only true protection men get in relationships, because the legal system doesn't give a fuck about men, is prenups. And even then, a lot of gold-digging women won't even agree to that. Or how about regarding kids? If the woman gets pregnant and then the guy doesn't want the kid, the woman can yell, "My body, my choice," despite the fact that, guess what, it takes 2 people to have a kid. It's equally his too. But in our world, men have no say apparently. Oh, but wait, if the man wants to take off as a result of not wanting the kid, and you need money, all of a sudden the kid is half his? But let's switch it. If the man wants the kid, and the woman wants to abort, he has no say about that either. The double standard is astounding. And that's aside from the fact that if the man goes bankrupt as a result of being forced to pay alimony and child support for a kid that the mother basically took from him after he was forced to have a kid that he wasn't even ready for, he's suddenly considered a deadbeat. This is despite the fact that often these men end up having to work 2 jobs in order to pay these fees while the mother gets a free trip. And the father doesn't even get to see the kid because he's working so much, and he gets blamed for that too. It's disgusting what men go through. So in the end, I wonder why men have given up on the dating world. I wonder why many men don't want to get married anymore, and I wonder why so many men are going broke these days. The moral is this: to lump any guy as part of the Reddit meme just because he complains about being lonely is only making guys feel worse, more isolated, and want to give up on the dating world altogether, on top of all the other crap men have to deal with in the dating world. The meme nice guys who immediately call girls bitches and real nice guys who are just frustrated are not the same thing. That's the facts. To end off this video, I am going to completely contradict my own points, but don't worry, there's a reason. Almost everyone who denies the existence of the friend zone says that it's not real because women are not rejecting guys exclusively because they're nice. They say the reality is that they're not sexually attracted to those guys, but they use the "you're like my best friend" excuse as a way of avoiding telling men the truth so that they don't feel ugly. But here's the reality. Women should just be honest. I'm not saying flat out tell a guy he's ugly, but simply tell him, "Hey, I appreciate you asking me out, but unfortunately, I just don't feel that kind of sexual attraction to you, and that's very important to me." Because here's the issue. When you tell the guy, "Sorry, you're so nice that I think of you like a brother slash best friend," you are sending a signal to men that translates to, "I don't like you because you're too nice." That's why honesty is best. Just say it nicely so you don't ruin his confidence. But even with that, as we circle back to one of the main points of this video, it's those asshole tough guys who are viewed as more sexually attractive. So in the end, the result is basically the same. For the record.